We're currently getting a heavy tropical thunder shower here in Miami. A lot of convection here. Haven't heard any thunder yet, but stuff is exploding right now on radar. It's probably going to get electrical. You can see the cumulonimbus tops here. Let's check if there's been any lightning in the Miami area. So far I haven't heard any thunder, but just explosive activity going on right now. A lot of convection right now. I mean, the cell around Coral Gables is very strong. And this is formed because of the sea breeze. And you can see there's more activity just forming west of here. This is my location. I'm in South Beach right now, so. Whoa, what just... Okay, not a lot of lightning with this. Oh. I just heard thunder. Yeah, I just heard thunder, guys, so... Hold on. Well, I just heard thunder, so yeah, we're actually having a thunderstorm. Just heard a rumble of thunder. It's probably from the activity around Coral Gables. Ooh. It's in the upper 70s right now. No severe weather today. This is not a severe thunderstorm. This is just regular run-of-the-mill afternoon thunderstorms here in Miami. And it's a little more active than normal because there's like a bit of a short wave coming through. Basically the remnants of a cold front. There's some activity that was left over from the cold front that came off the Gulf Coast. So we actually had some westerly winds today for a change. In fact, you could actually see some stronger southerly winds. That's actually trying to come in from the activity that's to our south and west. There's more towers forming around us. Yeah, these are the tops from Coral Gables. That's a Genesis coupe. Yeah, that's a... No, that's actually an Aston Martin. Not a Genesis. That's an Aston Martin. Should have recognized that look from anywhere. And I'm going to just go off a little on a tangent here for just a few seconds. So when Ford owned Aston Martin, when Aston Martin was a part of Ford, the Ford Fusion actually stole... Yeah, Ford stole the Aston Martin logo and used it on their Ford Fusions. Yeah. Let's just say that Ford is guilty of corporate theft. And it's not... I'm surprised that Aston Martin didn't sue Ford for what they did. But they, changed their logo quite a bit. In fact, Aston Martins today are even better than before Ford took them over. Their low point was when Ford sold them, but then Aston Martins are more popular than ever before, like even more popular than they ever were. So, yeah. Anyway, going back to the weather. There are some thunderstorms here in Miami. Nothing severe as of yet. Just run-in-the-mill convective activity. I mean, hopefully there's not going to be anything like what happened in April when Fort Lauderdale got flooded. Yeah, Fort Lauderdale got flooded earlier last month. Like, it was bad. Like, there was crazy flooding. So, there was really bad flooding in Fort Lauderdale. There was tornado warnings issued. No tornadoes actually touched down, but the flooding was just absolutely crazy. My mom actually told me they had to park on the sidewalk because the water was so high on the road, like on the parking lot when they went shopping. Like, it was absolutely just crazy. I mean, even South Florida, that is used to tropical rains, couldn't handle that amount of rain because it was just more than they could handle. It was absolutely crazy. But this wasn't, because of regular run-of-the-mill thunderstorms. This was part of a system. This was like a tropical wave that was going through. It was an upper-level disturbance that almost acquired tropical characteristics. Yeah. The low-pressure center was in the Gulf, so you had all this tropical moisture just streaming northward, and it just inundated South Florida with severe thunderstorms, flooding rains. Yeah, Fort Lauderdale International Airport was closed for several days because of the flooding. This is just right. What we're getting right now is just light rain. In fact, you can actually see a little bit of clear skies right there. There's a thunderhead here. We're near the edge of a thunderhead here. And you can actually see there's another tower growing inside here. So this is a multicellular cluster. This is not a single cell, this is a multicellular cluster that was formed by the sea breeze. And the flow aloft today is west to east. So it's going basically from here, going eastward. Yeah, that's a Porsche right there. Miami is basically who's who's of exotic cars. Lamborghinis, Aston Martins, Porsches, even Koenigseggs. Yeah, you're going to see a lot of exotic cars in the Miami Beach area and in Miami in general. There's two areas where you see a lot of exotic cars: Sunny Isles Beach and Miami Beach. Sunny Isles Beach is notorious for their Russians. A lot of Russians and Ukrainians there, wealthy ones. A lot of oligarchs, mostly anti-Putin oligarchs, is why their wealth wasn't sequestered, why they're still able to live their luxurious lives. Some were, there's some, pro-war people who had their wealth frozen. More thunder, anyway. Just giving a little bit of a history of Miami and Sunny Isles Beach. Of course, while it's wrong to take their wealth away, the reason the federal government did that, or NATO countries in general, is for fear that they would supply the war. But also it's to punish the people for supporting the war in Ukraine, or the invasion. Anyway, politics aside, South Florida is notorious for getting thunderstorms in the summer. Well, Florida in general, especially Central Florida, but South Florida too. Because during the day you get your sea breezes, you get your converging sea breezes coming in from the Gulf and from the Atlantic, and when they converge, you get a bunch of uplift. So you get converging sea breezes. One is denser than the other, one is lighter than the other, and one of them forces each other up. It's normally the Atlantic sea breeze, which is cooler, which forces the Gulf of Mexico, which is warmer, to go upward and form all these clouds. Or not even. You just get a sea breeze, pushing its way inland to hotter and hotter weather, and you start getting cumulus towers going up and thunderstorms. But normally as the storms approach the coast, they weaken because it's cooler here. First of all, the sea breezes pass westward, so it's cooler here. Plus, it's raining, because it flows west to east, you get all this overspreading anvils that stabilize the air. So you get a double cooling effect. One from the sea breeze already passing by, and then from the clouds coming over. So yeah. So let's check the radar again. And yes, this is my old channel. This is the channel that got terminated back in 2021 because of my group home staff. Almost 2 years ago. It was during Hurricane Isaias. Just after, it was during Henri in 2021. Right? Clearly some rotation with the storm. Not a lot, but there was some. And they said large hail. I'll be the judge of that. It doesn't look like there's going to be large hail with this storm. Yeah, this is where I'm located, North Miami Beach. Yeah, I think it's time for us to go back. I'm heading back home. The weather is just terrible. Yeah, I'm heading back. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.